Let's see if we can.
It looks like part of Small's album cover.
You think?
Like with the noose.
It sort of does, doesn't it? Ah, this fucking thing.
Let me see.
Can't get it to focus worth of shit.
Do you want me to manually focus it?
You want to?
Do you want me to teach you how to?
Yeah, sure.
Good. Do you want to look right here?
Yeah, okay.
So it's on manual focus. That's why you can't get it to focus. So this is MF is manual focus and AF is automatic focus. So now try to focus it.
Oh, now it works.
Yeah, it's just on manual focus.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah.
Wow, I'm a genius. All right.
Make sure the angle's good.
Yeah, I think it looks good right now. What do you think?
Why don't you go sit over there?
Yeah.
Or Evan, sit in the chair where Austin will be, because Austin will be on the edge, right?
Yeah.
Because I almost feel like it needs to be like, that more. Like at the very edge of the desk, so you're not getting cut off, because in the other one you're getting cut off.
Last time he was getting cut off in the frame.
Okay, that works. Yeah. Now just hold on. How's that look? Still got decent lighting on it? With the red coming down?
Yeah. I kind of like it more with those, but...
With those? Yeah, okay.
I mean, because the red isn't, like, it's not as prominent in the video as it is, like, just looking at it.
Oh, okay. Alright, well...
Do you need anything before we start, Caleb?
That's the intro.
Is there enough battery?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. Is it
It's going.
It's going?
Do you want me to restart it?
No, this is perfect.
Edit it.
This is perfect. We're not editing
I'm not editing
anything.
Okay.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Austin Carlson, and I'm joined today by Evan Branchino to my left, and our man here on the other left is the Doghouse. The Doghouse favorite, an upcoming rapper, wordsmith, visionary, spiritual muse out of Charlotte County, fucking Virginia, DragonDaDon. So we're here to talk to you about your music, about what's going on. You want to say hello to the people, man? Introduce yourself.
What's up, people?
Oh,
It's DragonDaDon, your boy. Young Keystone Light. even though I got a twisted T.
We're out here for the people. So yeah, okay. I'll start with my favorite question to ask. What's DragonDaDon? What does that mean?
Well, the dragon part came from, I think it was 11th grade chemistry class. We had a substitute one day, and like she was calling roll, and I just wanted to be, a jackass. So I was like, yeah, you can call me Dragon. Like from Step Brothers. Yeah. And so that stuck, and then they started calling me Dragon on the tennis team and everything. And DaDon came into it when I was like trying to think of a rap name. I knew it was going to be Dragon something. And on my very first MP3 player, I had this song with this dude, Polo DaDon, on it. And I liked the DaDon part, so I just kind of added that and made DragonDaDon.
It's got that old school tip on it, It's like DragonDaDon. That's sick.
DDD.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What does Dawn mean? I've seen a lot of other rappers actually use that.
Don is like it means like a mob boss. Sort of like Don Vito or Don whatever, whatever.
In The Godfather, it's Corleone, Don Corleone.
Don Corleone, yeah.
That's what are you drinking tonight, man?
I got a twisted tea.
That's
right here, original.
Yeah, I've got Evan, what do you have?
I put vodka and Mountain Dew.
Nice.
Red, yeah.
I've got the Balvenie 12.
I wish I could drink that shit.
The Scotch.
I can't do it, man.
It's okay. So another question. What's your real name?
My real name is, I go by Caleb, but my first name is Timothy.
Timothy.
I didn't know that.
Timothy Trent. Well, it's Timothy Caleb Trent all the way.
You got a middle name?
Yeah, Caleb.
Oh, so you go by the middle name.
Yeah, I go by the middle name.
That's pretty cool. And so, I mean, I already said you grew up in Charlotte County, but what was it like there?
Very redneckish.
Yeah.
Yeah, very kind of backwoods feel, small town. The whole county is like comprised of like, it's like 3 main towns, 3 or 4.
Mm.
Yeah.
You born and raised there?
Yeah. Well, I was born in Lynchburg. Yes, I've been there my whole life.
That's pretty good. You ever seen any UFOs?
Oh yeah, yeah. I've seen several. Got a couple on video.
Yeah.
That's pretty hip.
Yeah.
What do
He
they?
does. I've seen them.
They're like just out in fields out here.
Yeah, you see them a lot. Like you can really see the stars in my house 'cause it's like nothing around it, and it's really easy to catch something moving
You
out
just
the corner of your eye.
just
so.
look out and see them.
Yeah.
What do you think they're here for?
A number of reasons. I think some of them are humans in like highly classified aircraft,
Yeah.
and they're just flying it around for whatever reason. But I do think that others are something extraterrestrial, something higher.
Well, I figure if they were here to like kill us, they probably would have done it already.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
Probably here for a bigger purpose.
yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Ain't
I
gonna do
think a lot of them are just kind of watching over us, monitoring our progress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they want us to level up on our own. Like they don't want to help us, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they look out for us at the same time.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You find okay, yeah, let's talk about your music.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Oh yeah,
Charlie
yeah.
County, yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
You want to switch off doing questions?
Sure, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
You think that would work?
Yeah,
Okay, I can show you my questions.
Baby, yeah. Oh, this is the list you sent me. This is what I was asking
Oh,
from.
okay. What the fuck? Alright. Hell yeah.
Oh,
Alright, let's just,
cool.
you want to just take turns?
Yeah, fuck it.
All right.
Go down, man. We'll hang out. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, is the UFO sighting thing a common thing in Charlotte County? Or is that just you personally, like you've seen things?
I'm sure it's a more common thing than I realize. Like I know a couple people that have seen them besides me. I know my grandpa seen them back in the day. He told me about that. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people probably see stuff
Yeah.
around there that they can't explain.
You saw that one light with Rice and the other friend, right? The video
The
you
one I
showed
had a
me.
video of?
Yeah.
That was me and Rice coming down the road, and it was like just this bright ass light in the sky. Like, way too big to be a star, and it
Yeah.
was just like shining bright. And I was like, yo, look at that shit. And I started filming it. And it's like, as soon as I started filming it, it just kind of like,
Yeah,
just like shrinks out of existence. I don't
that's
I don't
on
know.
video, I saw that shit.
And there was like another little red light around it when it disappeared.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, aliens are freaky.
Yeah.
I think about, well, it's my turn for a question now. Hell yeah.
Honestly,
I'm not going to ask him any of your questions. I'm going to ask him my own
You
questions, I think. Hell yeah. So, like, being that you grew up in Charlotte County, like, did you find that there were any... And, like, look, I mean, you've played our fucking shows here, man. You're probably one of the more eccentric, creative guys I think I've met out of this area. I mean, like, in the first show, man, you were wearing a fucking top hat for it. Like, that
Hell
shit was
yeah.
sick, dude.
Yeah, I love
And-
top hats.
Yeah, and that's some other energy that you don't really catch a lot. So I think, like, did you find that living in an area that was sort of like, I hesitate to say isolated, but like rural and sort of like hokey pokey, do you think that like fostered your creative independence, or do you think it inhibited it?
I think it definitely fostered it because, I grew up around everybody that was just wanting to, like, do the same thing as each other, like, hunt or fucking, I don't know, play sports, listen to country music, and like I just was never really into that. So I kind of wanted
collar
to,
shit.
yeah, I just wanted to kind of like do my own thing and just be different than everybody else that was there.
Hell yeah.
And
Somebody's got it, I feel like.
yeah.
Well, you're definitely doing a good job, dude. You're out here, a
Thank you.
fucking goddamn rapper in fucking Farmville, Virginia. Fuck yeah, putting on shows at the Doghouse.
Oh yeah.
That's what we're doing, man. That's how we go.
Bringing the scene back.
Oh yeah, I hope.
Yeah, Farmville used to have a pretty banging music scene.
Really?
Yeah.
I never heard that.
It was a lot of bands and stuff, like metalcore bands and hardcore bands back when I was in high school and stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of that up here.
I know of one. The Patrick from Jokers, the tattoo artist.
Yeah, I'm the Kid.
He was the drummer for. Yeah, is that their name?
Yeah, most of them, either all of them or like all of them, but one went to my high school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty. I think just like living in Farmville though, that makes sense. Like hardcore death metal and shit. Like, what do you think that's like the sound that kids are hearing in their heads just living here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked up. But
Yeah.
yeah, you got.
You think the scene might have died out when the internet took over?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Like maybe this area's like not ahead of the times and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody kind of moved on, started doing other stuff. I'm sure a lot of them still probably play music and stuff, but I don't know. It was a different time.
Yeah, for sure.
Like 7 years ago.
I wanted to ask what kind of kid were you like growing up?
I don't know. I didn't really get in trouble a lot until later, like in high school and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I played ball just because my parents made me do that.
Okay.
I didn't want to, but I did that.
You had that bowl cut, right? And
Yeah.
I saw in your IG photo, yeah.
Yeah.
In high school.
I had like the same haircut all the time.
That was sick.
Yeah, I tried hunting and shit. It wasn't for me.
Mm.
I like to fish though.
Mhm.
Fishing's cool.
Fishing is cool.
That's about the only like country-ish thing that kind of stuck with me.
You know, you can't get a fishing license if you have like past due child support payments.
Really?
Yeah, I read that on the internet the other day, so it must be true, you know.
That's wild.
Yeah. Well, I think you know, like anywhere else, you sort of occupy your time with like what there is to do around in your area, and so like in Farmville, besides like going to different restaurants and eating and drinking, there's really not that much going on. But like, what do you like to do when you're hanging out in Farmville on a Friday, Saturday night?
Well, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna be skating if it's nice.
Yeah.
That's a given.
Today was nice.
Yeah, had a good session
Oh,
today.
so nice.
Really warm too. I was surprised.
Yeah. Bowling alley, of course. Love
Fuck
bowling
yeah.
alley. And I don't know. I used to like mob around a lot, just fucking walk around and climb shit.
Yeah.
And fuck with shit,
Oh,
but
yeah.
don't do that as much anymore.
Trespassing.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. But that was always fun.
That's it.
Yeah, this place doesn't really seem like the type of place where there's a lot to do when you're not like over 21.
Hmm.
It
You know,
really
'cause-
isn't.
Yeah, cause like most of the attractions are like bars and restaurants, and I don't know. I like Farmville though. It's a cool place.
Yeah.
It's definitely pretty hip. I think yeah.
Yeah, I worked at the bowling alley for a while, as you probably know.
Mhm.
But I would always see like high school kids just chilling there, like either just like high as fuck or just like
Yeah.
just literally just loitering or like eating food, like doing nothing.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking in my mind, I was like, there's got to be like nothing to do for these kids.
Mm.
Like this must be like just the spot.
That's the spot,
Yeah, because it's not like age restricted.
Mhm.
It's so funny.
Let's go.
If it's not the bowling alley, it's, they'll pull up in fucking parking lots and sit.
Yeah, I
Parking
see those groups
Post
of people
up.
all the
I
time.
like
like,
Walmart. Post it up.
Yeah, I was never really into that. I don't even know if people did that when I was younger. They might have, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
there's those trucker dudes in the cookout parking lot.
Yeah,
They got their fucking like custom suspensions and shit.
right.
They
They fix it all up just to drive it to a parking lot and sit there.
Yeah.
Like,
It's funny.
What's
That's funny
what's
for
the
sure.
deal with these guys in like there's custom suspension trucks and then they have like their Instagram on their back windshield. I've seen
Yeah,
that so much around here.
it's a whole fucking like subculture now.
Subculture.
Yeah,
What do you think? What do you think you would call it?
I don't even know. They fix their vehicles up and just drive them around and take videos of them
Yeah.
That's it.
That's pretty much it.
That's probably like a real thing though. Like living around here, it's just like, what do you want to do? I'm gonna get this like bitchin' car and
Yeah.
plug it on Instagram. I bet you it works.
Driving around in flex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to work for them, man. You know, it's something else. So I'll tell you what. I knew a guy who like grew up here. Who went to Sydney. He was telling me. He said, yeah, you know, I just like know all these places where you can just drive off the road and like escape cops. And he was talking. He's like, yeah, I drive a big pickup, you know, and so like for me, I'm just, you know, I flash the lights and I just like drive into the woods. You know, I'm like, wow, like that's funny, you know. Real people out here, so.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So man, you know, I gotta clear something up for the camera here, because it's a little weird, like, hanging out and talking in front of it, and I think, like, you've been at the house so many times, and you come around and hang out, you're one of the boys for sure. So, like, I'm torn between wanting to just, like, spitball and fucking talk shit and see where it goes, or, like, actually ask questions, but what I'm thinking is, I want to get a couple music questions out of the way.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, because, like, you know, after all, man, this guy's a fucking talented musician, and that's what we want y'all to see. So, tell you what, my favorite song of what you put out so far is probably Richter. What's your favorite song of everything you've made?
My favorite song, probably Olympus with Lil B.
Yeah.
Just because it's fucking Lil B.
Yeah.
That song is so funny.
And it was my first song too. Like the mixing on it for my part is not that good because I didn't know what I was doing. I still don't know what I'm doing, but I know more than I did at that point.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
that's the first track you publicly released.
Yeah,
right?
the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it wasn't for Lil B, I wouldn't have probably put out anything.
Yeah.
Really? It was
Yeah.
like the biggest inspiration for you, you think?
One of the biggest, yeah. And like he hit me up on Twitter one day.
Yo, for real?
Yeah, he DM'd me because he shouted out Virginia, and I quoted it or something and was like, you know, we out here something.
Yeah.
And he DM'd me and was like, yo fam, something like, if you want to work, just DM me your budget and like we can make it happen.
Hell yeah.
And so I was like, all right, Lil B said let's work. It's time to do it.
It's time to get serious.
So
yeah.
I got a mic and fucking figured it out.
Hell yeah.
That's wild.
That's cool.
I can't imagine him hanging out in Virginia. I feel like he's having too much fun in like Bay Area, like
Yeah.
California. That's funny.
Virginia's cool though, man. It's
Oh
for,
yeah,
It's for lovers.
It's for lovers.
Spots.
It's the motto. Virginia's for virgins.
Virginia Beach is like fucking world renowned, I think.
Yeah.
Back in the '90s, that shit was supposedly like the spot.
Yeah.
Back in the '90s.
Yeah, it's still going off now. Like,
Oh yeah, it's still fun.
Always people out there.
Yeah.
But it's like a suburban hellscape now, you know. Apparently, and I've only driven through a couple different parts of Virginia Beach, but it's just like strip malls after strip malls after strip malls. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to live anywhere like that, I don't think. But I could definitely understand because there's probably a lot of work there with like the military and all, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy though. So, what do you do for work?
For work, I work at Lowe's
Yeah.
as an MST.
You like that?
Yeah, I love it. We're like third party, so it's not really Lowe's, but we just work in there and put the shelves together and put up displays and shit.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
It's something different every day, so I don't know. It's
No, I always see you like I'm like walking around Lowe's, just like because I go there. It's like, all right, I gotta fix something at my house, and I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing, and I'll just be like looking around, and then all of a sudden you're just like there, you know?
Yeah.
Hey man, I'm like, hey.
Isn't that when we told him to come do a show at our house?
Yeah.
Like randomly saw him at Lowe's.
Mhm.
Yeah.
we're looking for a light or something.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
wild.
That's when we were putting the first one on, man. That was sick.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool.
So glad
then it
we
was
did.
history from there.
History,
Right.
real history. Man, it's been a fun ride so far. You
Yeah.
excited for this upcoming show on the 19th?
Super excited.
You got anything new
Super
dropping
excited.
for it?
Yeah, I got the song that Evan here produced, aka
Yep.
Young Shaman, and yeah, that one's should be dropping this week. I've been procrastinating because I'm lazy, but yeah, it's dropping soon. And I might have another one coming out. It might be out before the show. Another one of my rapper friends, Drew. He used to go by Psycon. I don't know if he still does, but it's yeah, it's Blake's cousin.
You had that feature on your
I got the one song with him. Yeah,
he's really good.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do another song with him. He's gonna send that soon, and yeah, I have so much written that I need to record, but
yeah.
What's your creative process like? Like from the beginning of when you write a song to like when you finally finalize it and put it out there?
Well, if I don't go off something that I've already written, I'll find a beat I like and just like vibe to it for a minute. And I think of the flow first. Like I don't think of the words. Like I'll think of a flow in my head and then like make a line or two to that, and then kind of build off of it. Kind of like what Smalls was saying in his interview with how he'll just do a part.
Yeah.
And then whether it's the hook, a verse, or a chorus, or whatever, and just build from that.
But you just like hear a line that comes to you in your day, and you're like, yeah, I gotta work this.
Yeah, I'll be driving down the road and like think of a rhyme, and be like, fuck, and have to like I'll type it in my notes.
You were telling me your style's kind of along the lines of bass freestyles, the Lil B method. Is that true?
Yeah. I try to stay based.
Yeah.
I rap about what I know. Unless I'm doing a freestyle, then I'll just make shit up because
for sure.
Like I can't freestyle and make it intellectual. Some people can. I can't. I just bullshit when I freestyle.
I think David's pretty good at that.
Oh, he's really good.
Yeah,
gotta get him on the
King
show,
David.
man.
Yeah, we'll have to get him on the show.
Fuck.
He did our first show.
Yeah. And our third.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I wanted to ask more about Lil B. So you think he's a big influence for you?
Yeah, Lil B's a huge influence.
Yeah.
Not just me, but just like
Earth.
Lil B changed rap.
Yeah.
I think he, showed people that
He did a lot. Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it without just saying like he's based as fuck. I don't know.
Yeah. That's crazy. Your first like release song is like the feature you bought with him, right? I was wondering what like before you started making that, what did you send him? Did you send him any music that you'd made before that to like give him an idea of like what kind of like music you were doing?
Yeah. I went out in the car one night before I had a real mic, and I just fucking recorded some shit in my phone. Like I just rapped into my phone, and they weren't even full songs, but I just sent him those, and I was like, this is some stuff I got so far. And he was like, all right, cool. Just send me something with an open verse, and we can make it happen. So I found the beat. I recorded my part, and sent it to him. Yeah. And then he just sent it back.
That's fucking sick.
You think he was kind of hyped to do it, or do you think it was just like for the money on his part?
Oh no, I think he was hyped to do it because like, he asked me for my budget. I told him like, look, I don't have a lot. Yeah. This is what I got, and he was cool with it.
Yeah.
And I told him I was like, I'd be happy with just like you can talk at the beginning of the song. I didn't think he was gonna give me a whole verse.
Yeah.
But he gave me a whole verse. I was like, shit.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
My favorite part about that song is how your whole verse is like so like it's like deep and like kind of like spiritual topics, and then he comes in and he's like, I got a lot of gnomes.
Yeah.
He says gnomes like 6 times, I think, in that verse.
And I like how he played off of of my bar where I was like, follow the leprechaun, find you a pot of gold.
Yeah.
And he was like, I got a pot of gold.
Damn, you think that probably inspired him, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny as fuck. Dude, Lil B, that's sick. Yeah. You have like a Lil B feature as your first track ever.
I have one more question about that.
Go ahead, man.
I wanted to ask you too, what do you think it means to be based?
To be based, just to be real and be like true to yourself, and I don't know, like just to kind of. I don't know, it's hard. Yeah, it's hard to explain bass
More like a feeling.
unless you understand bass. But
You gotta be the truth.
right,
I thought a big
It's
part
about-
of it was like positivity.
positivity.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like trying to like show others, it's okay to be yourself, and
Yeah,
spread positivity where you can.
yeah.
Shit
For
like
sure.
that. Yeah.
Being yourself is stupid.
You think that's what made him like so influential? Is like his philosophy and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, he's like my #1 favorite rapper.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he's like my most listened to artist. Like every year since like 2017, he's like my most listened to artist on Spotify. Like my #1.
Hell yeah.
What's your favorite Lil B song?
I got a lot. Probably Birth of Rap.
Yeah, that's
That
a
one's
great
fucking great.
That goes fucking
The
hard.
Clams Casino collab.
Yeah, so good, dude. So good. What's your favorite Lil B song?
Charlie Sheen is up there. I really
Yeah.
like Charlie
I have
Sheen.
not heard that one.
Fuck, what's that other one?
We're on our phones. It's that
What's the
part
one
of
where
the
he's
show.
like, I put myself in positions that don't make sense? Is it I'm finna hit a lick? It's not I'm finna hit a lick.
Their Flame mixtape.
Huh.
You have to look it up. Fuck it.
Yeah, I got it. I gotta find it.
This is now the part of the show where we get on our phones.
Yeah.
I gotta find the name of this song.
You, the viewer, can now take your time to look at your phone.
Yeah. Do you fuck with this more like ignorant shit, like the mob, like what is it called, the mob shit, or do you like the more conscious raps?
I mean, I like them both. I love all this stuff, but I love the bass freestyles are probably my favorite. The
Yeah.
bass freestyles and like definitely the hard hitting ones. But Praying for a Brick is the one.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
That's off that 6-hour mixtape.
Yeah, 05
05
Fuck 'em.
Fuck 'em.
Yeah.
6-hour mixtape.
Remember I told you about that one?
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, I listened to the whole thing. I was like, every track is fire. Like, how the fuck did he do this?
6
This is 6 hours.
Suck My Dick Ho. That's another good one.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, this is cool. This show's gonna go up on YouTube. What are you drinking there, buddy? You got
A little Vienna lager here.
a nice Virginia-made Vienna lager.
Yeah.
Finish your,
Oh, they make this in Virginia?
Yeah. They make it
your Twisted Tea.
down by some stupid ski resort that
Wintergreen?
Yeah, something like that. They got this whole brewery thing over there. I don't care much about like nice beer, but that is a good beer.
Oh yeah.
Tell you what, the Vienna
I got it right
lager,
here.
got
It's
it
pretty good.
right there. Hell yeah, that's our free advertisement for the Devil's Backbone. Is that what it's called?
I have no clue.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
Devil's
was
Backbone.
Backbone. Thank God it's not an IPA.
Thank God it's not an IPA. That's what we have to say here today.
Yeah.
So, hey, outside of like rap music, do you find like what kind of music do you listen to?
I listen to a lot. Besides rap, I got metal, rock, I like some like electronic dubstep type stuff.
Like Skrillex?
Yeah, Skrillex is pretty good.
Yeah.
Man, I was in high school. Skrillex was the shit.
Yeah.
We used to like
I think that's roasted.
have mosh pits in the car to Skrillex.
I actually just replayed Far Cry 3, and there's like that level where they have the
Where you-
Skrillex song.
Yeah, where you burn the weed fields. Yeah.
Holy shit. That's cool.
Yeah, super cool.
Yeah.
I hadn't heard a Skrillex song in years though, and just hearing that like crazy, because he's got that like sound,
Yeah, walk.
Yeah, insane. Just hearing that again took me back to like 8th grade when that was like the
Mhm.
shit for me. But yeah, Skrillex is funny. I think I don't know. I listen to a lot of like safe rock music, just
Mhm.
like normal, nice
Boomer rock.
boomer rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think all rock music is good. Even if I don't like it, it's listenable.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Like it's good to listen to.
It's
Fuck
there.
with like Nickelback at all?
Nickelback's
No.
good.
No, yeah.
It's not like I don't think it's shitty like people say, but it's just not what I choose to listen to. It's
Yeah.
just, yeah.
Nickelback is funny. I like Nickelback. You know, and it's because they gotta know. They gotta know that like some of their stuff's like a joke, and like people don't take them too seriously, but they're still touring.
Oh yeah.
You know, and it's like, wow, you gotta be like, hey, cool, like, it's all right.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
wow.
Probably besides rap, the main sort of music I listen to is metal though.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like all sorts of metal, like classic metal, like Slayer, Metallica, fucking shit. A little bit of Anthrax, Megadeth, yeah, big four right there.
What's like your favorite subgenre of metal?
Probably right now, probably deathcore.
Deathcore, set. It's also the same thing.
Really?
Yeah. Have you guys ever connected on that?
Yeah.
Because he's super into deathcore.
Yeah, we talked about that a
Yeah.
lot. I know he really likes Spite. Spite's fucking fire.
Gulch too.
I haven't heard
I don't know
Gold.
if Gulch is deathcore
Um,
as well. Were you into that at a young age? The metal?
yeah, I got into that at like fucking 9th grade. My friend showed me a Bring Me the Horizon song. It was a dubstep remix of a song, and I was like, yo, this goes fucking hard. And then I started listening to the actual stuff, like not the dubstep remix, and I still liked it. And fucking, yeah.
Were you into like one scene when you were like a teenager or ever been recording?
No, I looked back at it a minute ago and it was fine.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So I just did that?
It just stopped.
Okay.
Good catch, though.
Yeah, thank God. Oh, jeez.
Wow, we're back.
We're
Back in action.
Fucking, I had a question. I totally forgot it.
Dude, I'm so tired. Why am I so tired? What time is it?
Want to go to sleep?
Yeah, 8:30. 8:30.
You just sleep. I can keep
I'm
the
ready.
interview going.
I'm go to bed.
I'll sleep right here.
Keep
Just
the
like
interview going.
sitting around.
Yeah, we'll just go to sleep, keep it going, pick back up. And we'll
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't like Linkin Park really big in high school when you were in high school?
It
Yeah,
starts
yeah,
with-
I really like Linkin Park. I
That
was
whole
never,
new metal scene, yeah.
yeah, I was never really into the new metal thing, but it was cool.
Yeah.
I like some of the songs. But fucking like Bring Me the Horizon, Asking Alexandria,
Ooh, gotcha.
all that Parkway Drive. Shit, Parkway Drive.
You think if I smoked a cigarette in here, the smell would linger for a couple days?
I think we just turn the vent on, it should be fine.
No, it should be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to too. We could all smoke
Yeah,
cigarettes.
No, we're not.
Triple cig
We're not.
action.
We're not.
Let's do it.
No.
We take turns.
No, I'm saying
Go
no.
just pass it. Pass one.
Pass one.
Yeah. So
We
it's
gotta
not
get-
so it's not too
We
crazy.
gotta get an ashtray.
I have Dietrich's lighter. He fucking left here.
Left here.
Yeah. Oh, I don't have that. Never mind.
I'm gonna go upstairs and get the lighter.
Alright, while you do that, I'm gonna
No,
piss.
it's the ashtray. Yeah, that's okay. We'll keep it rolling. Evan, entertain the camera, man.
All right. Hey guys. DragonDaDon. Go listen to him on SoundCloud.
In full effect.
Yeah, look up DragonDaDon. He's really good. Super bass, super conscious. Yeah, I just produced a track for him, unreleased, but it's called Neon Revelation, with a Silent Hill 2 beat, and it's gonna be pretty good. I wanna use the camera. Fuck you. You have a lighter? Yeah, we're gonna have to edit this part out. It's just nothing.
Like what?
Fuck you.
Okay. What the hell? They just left it on. Nobody in here. We're not smoking it in here.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Sophie?
Yeah, no, me.
Yeah.
It's good to see you. Go. I know I look right.
Are we recording?
Anyway, my eyes are not accustomed to this light.
I think so.
Yeah.
And my shoes are not accustomed
Damn.
to this hard concrete. So I'll go back to my room and make my day complete, counting flowers on the wall. That don't bother me at all. Playing solitaire till dawn with the deck of 51. Smoking cigarettes and watching Captain Kangaroo. Now don't tell me I have nothing to do. Okay, we're back at it with DragonDaDon here. And Evan Branchino. Sorry about that nice little intermission we had to take. So what do we want to talk about, Cam? What's going on?
I wanted to ask him about like the religion in this area.
Go for it. Go for it.
Yeah. Do you come from a religious household?
Yeah.
Like Christian?
Yeah, I was raised in a Christian household. Like I went to church most of my child life, up until like 11th grade and shit. When I started to really like think about shit for myself,
Yeah.
I was like, this just isn't for me.
Yeah.
And they're like it's being like forced upon me. And I don't know, when you start to think for yourself, you realize like what organized religion is doing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not shitting on religion in overall, but the organized aspect of it is kind of fucked.
Yeah.
Like,
Whole religious dogma and shit.
yeah, religious dogma. Yeah.
I mean, the reason I asked is because I grew up in New England, Massachusetts area, my whole life, and people are really secular there. Like, people who are affiliated with religions, they say they are, but they're not like practicing.
Yeah.
They don't do any like rituals or anything. Like, they might go to church once in a while, but nobody gives a fuck. Like, I noticed like here, like everyone I talk to comes from like super like fundamentalist Christians.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like you guys take it a lot more seriously in the South.
For sure, because we live in what they call the Bible Belt or whatever. So like, there's a lot of.
I've never heard that term.
Yeah, I don't really know how much area it covers, but I know that we're in it supposedly, and a lot of people are borderline like extremists.
Yeah.
Like, I think Liberty University and all that is like religious extremism and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
they're
they're-
super Christian,
I mean, it's kind of crazy over there, like, you have to be in your dorm for, like, a resident check every night.
Mm-hmm.
They're crazy.
Every
They
night?
have crazy rules.
Every
yeah.
night, yeah.
They do have crazy rules there.
By, like, 11 every night, you gotta be back.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. Works for some kids.
Was it weird growing up in that like environment when you're kind of like drifting off into other things like occultism and spirituality and shit? Was that kind of like isolating almost?
Not isolating as much as it was like liberating.
Yeah.
Almost, because when I was doing the religious stuff, church stuff, I did Young Life in high school and everything, and I really tried to like believe it, but then I started thinking for myself and thinking about other religions and other beliefs, and I was always interested in magic and like what that was and everything, and like.
Can you cast any spells?
I mean,
Bring
yeah,
out his wand.
I could, but a lot of them are very like, takes a lot of preparation and fucking planning and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a lot of darkness, too.
Yeah. A lot of the traditional spells fall under like black magic,
Yeah.
which that's kind of interesting. But there's also like white magic stuff too.
What's the difference? I'm totally unfamiliar.
Well, black magic is kind of like using external entities or forces to give you a result that serves you. It's like self-serving.
Yeah.
And stuff. And white magic is kind of like doing stuff for others, like serving others and doing manipulating
Like yin and yang almost.
yeah, like yin and yang, like manipulating reality to try to help other people.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty dynamic and interesting. And like back to what you were saying about the whole New England being very secular, like
Yeah.
I've definitely met a lot of really, people of faith with a lot of conviction in New England. But I think it's like anywhere else where you encounter people on the other side of that just as much,
Mm-hmm.
But there's definitely sort of an oppressive, like atheist atmosphere there.
For sure.
Yeah. And compared to the South, like most
It's
people.
kind of a norm there too. Like
Yeah.
to be like really nihilistic.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta look at the area too. Like it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it has its ups and downs. Yeah.
of course, like anywhere else. So,
Yeah.
so spiritual magic. That's pretty cool. Do you think? What do you think happens when you die?
I think that we're reincarnated until our soul learns all the lessons that it needs to learn, and then it can either move on to the higher, the fourth density or the next density, or you can choose to reincarnate back into the third to help others on their progress.
So what's the fourth density? Can you describe that?
The fourth density is all about like compassion, and it deals with like the heart chakra and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like each density kind of goes with each chakra. And if you've read, there's this book called The Law of One, or this book series, The Law of One, and I'm really into that, and it explains that in detail, and like what each density is, and apparently Earth is ready to move into the fourth density, but as a collective, we're stuck in the third because of the way the fucking world is.
Yeah.
They try to keep everybody vibing lower than higher.
What do you think the highest vibration energy is?
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, supposedly from what I read, it goes up to the seventh density, which deals with the crown chakra.
Yeah.
And after the seventh, supposedly it moves into a new octave, and it kind of like starts over, but on another level. Like I don't understand it
Sure.
really, but that's what I've read, and it kind of resonates with me. So
I'm excited to read it because you turned me on to Law of One, and I'm like really excited to read about all that.
yeah,
It's looking crazy.
very, very.
I don't know if you want to describe to the audience what exactly the Law of One is.
So the Law of One is like these people got together back in the late 70s, early 80s, and they were doing channeling experiments.
Yeah.
And they had a medium who was the vessel, or whatever the instrument. They had a hypnotherapist, and they had someone to record everything. And they tried all these experiments, and eventually they made contact with an entity. It called itself Ra, like the Egyptian Ra, but it's not just one entity. Supposedly, they call it a social memory complex. So it's like their planet has already evolved past ours. I think they're on like the sixth density now.
Is it like a collection of like their thoughts almost,
Thoughts.
like their race?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
wild. Yeah. That's crazy.
And
Into like one being almost.
one being, yeah. But
Yeah.
I think they can sort of separate at will to do different things.
Damn.
And yeah, and they got like 5 books out of it, just talking to the entity, and it's crazy the information that's in there.
Yeah. There's some law of attraction shit. Like when you told me about that, and I bought the book. I told my friend I just met in Florida. His name's Hamza, but he was reading the book at the same time, which is like so fucking weird. Like I don't think that book is that like popular.
Yeah.
That would just be like a coincidence, you know.
I think he hit me up on Instagram. Does he rap?
Yeah, dude, I saw the comments and he commented on like all your SoundCloud tracks.
Yeah, that is him.
FYE, NME.
Yeah, that dude's
Okay.
cool. Yeah, listen to his song. It's really good. I don't know if he has more, but I just saw the one on
I think he's just that one.
SoundCloud. Yeah, it's good.
He fucks with the same music, like you fuck with Lil B. He fucks with like Florida rap a lot.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's super into like the bass scene too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, cool guy.
But no, the main point of the whole spirituality thing is like growing up, I noticed that organized religion, kind of teaches you that God is out there.
Yeah.
And you are lesser than God, and you serve God and everything.
Yeah.
And that there's nothing you can do, like you have to bow to God.
Mm-hmm.
But
Kind of like a delusion almost.
When you start to look into it and everything, we are God experiencing itself. That's not saying that I'm not saying that I have God powers, but we're all extensions of the same thing.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of how I go about life now.
Yeah, I was listening to your discography like all day, and I noticed like you incorporate a lot of those themes into your lyrics. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, you definitely talk about God and like.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it's like you're talking about like ascending to like a higher like consciousness almost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I do that because
it feels like a big like thing you're trying to advocate for, like with your lyrics at least.
Yeah, and I don't want to I'm not trying to be a conscious rapper or whatever. Like I don't want that to be like all I rap about, but it's definitely like something that's very important to me, and one of my goals in life is to like drop as many seeds as I can.
Yeah.
And, like help other people to
like in women.
Yeah, that too.
Like cum,
yeah,
like cum seeds or like figurative seeds.
Yeah, like
okay.
Like seeds of knowledge and wisdom and shit.
No, I'm fucking with you. I know that's what you're talking about.
Yeah. But no, yeah, I just try to like pepper that in where I can, and I don't want to like talk about it too much, but
yeah,
just kind of like make people think like, like what is he talking about, and go look that up and start their own path or whatever.
Yeah. I think that track, Making Friends with the Voices in My Head, is that what it's called? I think that's like the main focus of that song, I felt like.
Yeah, it is.
Like, more than any other one, I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
What's your favorite lyric off of that song?
Shit. I mean, I really like the chorus where it's like, I seek all that is true, because that's like one of, if not the main goal in my life, is to just seek truth. And, I just want to know.
Very cool.
I just want to know what's going on. And shit, what's that bar in the second?
Second verse.
In the second verse, fuck, what is it?
I don't remember all the words. I'm not gonna lie.
Fuck. I can't think of it. It's like
I gotta give it to you.
the one where like I'm steady smoking strong for a really low rate.
Yeah.
But it's whatever comes right before that. I can't remember it right now.
I just remember a fucking crazy line you said in the fucking Broken Scouter with Psycon. Like towards the end you were like, was it like negotiation? And then like, I'm about to go fishing. And then you like described like...
That was when I was just, that was kind of like a freestyle, because I didn't know what this, that was towards the end of the verse.
You said something after, you said like, that's what you call like, I don't know what you said, fuck.
Oh, it was a slightly inebriated freestyle.
Yeah, that was so funny, dude.
Because I had to add that last part, so I ripped the dab and just kind of...
Yeah, what's the line again? Can you say it? Because I forget it.
What, like that was what you call a slightly inebriated freestyle?
No, the negotiation and then fishing. Like, how does it go?
Fuck.
I don't got no time for negotiation. I'm about to go fishing. So I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Evan's been listening to your music all day.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I haven't listened to one of your songs in a while, but every time I'm at a party, I put on Double Cup Island.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
That's the vibe setter.
That's right there. Like, I put that on when I was in South Carolina for a bunch of kids, and And it was like just background music for this party, but I remember thinking, I was like, this is it. You know? As cool as it gets. But I like the energy your songs carry, man, because it's like when you get like the lyrics you're dropping, I think you're right. They're like little bits of wisdom there, little seeds of wisdom to sort of instigate other people's spiritual journeys. But I think like the sound that you work with in your songs is really loud, and it's like it's very distinct as well. Like I don't know if I've ever heard a song like Double Cup Island or that one HMO6.
Yeah.
Those two I think were like just burned in my head seeing you play them out here. You know?
I think those ones went the hardest in like a live setting.
Absolutely.
Especially the first show, like people were like fucking bumping heads to that.
Fuck yeah.
That shit was so lit.
Yeah.
That's funny as fuck. But yeah, that's like.
Took your bitch to the bakery.
Slap that bacon.
I love that shit.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. So what's did I already ask you what your favorite song of everything? Yeah, I think I did.
I don't think you did. Like what he made?
Yeah, what's your favorite
Yeah,
song
what's
of
your
everything
favorite
you've made?
My favorite song that I've made, well, the unreleased one that
Neon
Evan
Revelation.
produced. Yeah, Neon Revelations. That one is my favorite one right now. But I guess my other favorite one, my favorite one to play is Through the Mists of Avalon, I Wander.
Yeah.
That one's really cool.
Yeah, just because of
The beat's crazy for that.
yeah, and the counting part, like that's so fun to perform.
Fuck
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was awesome. No, I like. The
He
second
said
show
fuck,
we
he
did.
said fuck 12 minutes on it.
It's just screaming it. That's like crazy. I'm excited for the next one, man.
Oh yeah.
The 19th. Don't miss out.
That's like some mosh energy. That song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely want to like make a lot of songs that just fucking slap.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Well, you're on the track there, I'd say.
yeah.
Because you got a couple already that it's like, I don't know, man. I listen to that shit when I'm like driving my car, like Double Cup Island, and like yeah. And we opened the mixtape with that we dropped. The
Yep.
cassette
Yeah,
sample.
we
we
did.
opened it with Double Cup Island. That's just like,
Compilation too.
Nice.
fuck yeah, that was super good. So what do you got on the horizon for you, man? What's going on?
Well,
You mean like as an artist or
like musically or
yeah.
just
However you want to answer is the right answer.
well. Let's see. I think I want to. Well, no, I definitely want to move out of where I'm at and like move to a new place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might end up being here if I can get full time,
Oh yeah.
which may possibly happen. As far as like musically, I got these new singles coming out. I want to do a bass freestyle project
That'd be sick.
and just like the whole just thing of just bass freestyles.
That'd be sick.
Like a bunch of tracks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and just like not bullshit them, but just kind of bullshit them.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That is a really good idea. I think you got the skill set for it.
Yeah.
Probably rip that out.
What you think you do well in like an urban environment, almost like in Richmond, Virginia?
Yeah, I love Richmond.
Yeah.
I love going up there.
I feel like those places are really good for like networking, like in
for
person
sure.
especially. Like
Sure.
I feel like you don't get the motivation when you're just like on the internet as much. Well, like when there's like people doing the shit like you're doing like all around you. I feel like,
Facts.
yeah.
Facts.
You feel like you do well in that setting.
For sure. And like a lot of people from where I'm from like don't like make music like that. Some of them do.
Yeah.
There's a few, but
They do crazy basement shows in Richmond, like rap shows.
oh, I'm sure.
Yeah,
You
you
do
could.
crazy basement.
I think they fuck with you. Like I think your energy's like definitely like similar to like the underground scene there.
I'd love to play up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be sick. That'd be sick for anybody. It's always a dream to play a basement. Cause it's just like the energy level for a basement show versus a regular concert is so different.
It really is.
Yeah.
Or
And
grungy.
a lot more grungy. A lot more grungy. This is a cool basement, I think. It's
Yeah.
cool. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking we could put this.
There's no like raised stage, you know what I mean?
No,
Where like the
like-
artist is like
Well,
on a
you're-
higher level than
You're
the
on the
audience.
same level as the audience.
Yeah,
so it's
audience
kind
is
of a more personal
I was,
vibe.
I feel that, yeah.
I was thinking it'd be sick to do like the band in the middle of the room. So like everybody's standing around them, or like the acts in the middle of the room, you know?
Mm.
So everybody's surrounding them. I think that'd be sick.
That'd be cool in like a living room, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like a bigger room.
sure. It'd be cool. Oh, you're burping, I'm yawning, man.
You're tired.
I'm fucked up. Yeah, I am tired. I don't know why, man. No fucking
How you
sleep,
feeling
man.
after that 3-hour skate session?
No, I'm feeling good.
Yeah, we just went skating right before this at Farmville.
How's your day start? Like what time? You an early riser or?
Well, yeah, for work, I gotta get up at like 6 or 7, get ready,
Yeah.
work till 3, come home, and if I don't skate, I'll just fucking watch anime or play Minecraft or something. I don't really play games anymore.
Minecraft is cool though.
But I play Minecraft, yeah, I
You
love
just
Minecraft.
Get zenned out and that.
Yeah, it's very therapeutic.
That's sick.
Yeah. The music they play in it too is so relaxed. I remember listening to that shit when I was like playing it and just like, yeah, you know. It's pretty cool. Let's change it. You want to change the color on the light?
Yeah, why not?
Let's go.
I could probably do it right here.
No, I
Oh, you have it.
Got the little device. It's good.
Let's
Let's see a little green.
Green.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, green or something.
Okay, I fuck with green though.
Green? Okay, we'll do some green. That's what we want.
Fair day.
Yeah.
What is, you know, I mean, colors stand to communicate like different emotional responses, you know?
Mhm.
So, do you think that there's a color that you associate like with your own spiritual energy?
Yeah, purple.
Yeah? King shit. Fuck yeah.
Purple. Because that's the one that's related to the third eye.
Yeah.
Also, to the crown chakra and the third eye are kind of the same color. Like one's darker than the other. I think the crown is more like pinkish.
Yeah.
But no, I've always been able to like, I don't know, like feel my third eye, kind of. And purple's always been my favorite color. And then my other one is orange,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
has to do with the sacral chakra,
Yeah.
which is about like creativity and
Yeah.
movement and stuff like that.
I like purple a lot because I think like, okay, this is fucked up, but like, you know, I one time I had this pretty cool experience where, you know, it was like a night of fun and frenzy, and my mom came upstairs into this attic that I live in Pennsylvania, and like the minute she walked in, like this whole blue color just like washed over everything, and there was like this very calm, constant sort of presence. And then, like, I'd say maybe like a week later, I was downstairs watching TV, and my dad came downstairs, and he was coughing up a storm. And there was this like crazy red energy that took over. Huh?
You'll be yawning too.
Yeah, I know, and there was this red energy that took over. So I think, like, you know, those are my parents. Like, in some capacity, their energies are, like, what came together to create me. So I stand as a reflection of both of those. But I think, like, so purple for me is what makes sense, because, you know, you get, like, red, blue mashed up together, you get purple. So for me, I've always felt like that.
Yeah.
Connection to it, but purple beyond that, and you're talking about these chakras. That's so cool because I don't know anything about that really, but I know that purple historically has been like the color of royalty, you know.
Yeah.
And I
Fucks with purple.
always call this place the King's Chambers because it's like I'm the king and these are my chambers, you know. So I gotta respect it and such. So I like keeping like the purple hue in here. It just puts me at peace and at ease, you know. So I think like. Colors are all really important, but hell yeah, man, purple, that's cool.
Yeah.
What do you think yours is, Evan?
Favorite color?
Yeah.
I fucked with fuchsia. It's kind of like, it's like magenta, like pink.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's like in the middle of purple and pink. I fuck with that like hard.
Fuchsia's nice.
They use that a lot in Akira. You fuck with Akira?
The band?
No, the movie. Akira.
Oh, they said The Cure.
No, Akira.
Boys don't cry.
The anime movie.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah,
that.
there's so much fuchsia in that. Like I remember there's a room where they're in like a lab and the whole room is just fuchsia.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was high as fuck on this dispensary sativa, and I just like felt that hardcore, and I was like, oh, this is my favorite color ever.
Oh yeah.
Fuchsia.
I think-
I don't know. Maybe that's a more feminine color.
No, fuchsia's sick. I like pink and all the variations.
Yeah.
You want another?
I feel like lean is kind of.
Yeah.
I feel like lean is kind of fuchsia sometimes.
Yeah. Lean can be a number of colors.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, you really want it to be around that color.
Yeah.
You don't want it.
I feel like it's a more like psychedelic color too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I feel like it's got that vibe. Yeah.
And I think it's wild how supposedly you'll get to this point in the Law of One at some point, but it talks about how each color vibrates like, all right, so red is the lowest chakra, right?
Yeah.
Orange vibrates faster than red.
Mm-hmm.
Yellow vibrates faster than orange.
Mm-hmm.
And then it goes green, blue, violet,
Okay.
whatever crown is. I always
Yeah.
get that one mixed up. But yeah, each color that corresponds with each energy center vibrates quicker.
Hmm.
So
I didn't know about that. That's crazy.
yeah,
Where do you think brown is?
brown.
The shitty brown, yeah.
That's a good question.
Brown is weird because it's not even in the rainbow, right?
No, I don't think so.
I think it's like every primary color like matched together or something. I
Yeah.
think it's like all the primary colors and secondary colors like just like put together. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't know where brown would fall in.
Yeah, I have no clue.
I know that apparently like the root chakra, the solar plexus chakra, and the throat chakra are the three primary ones.
Yeah.
Because they're the three thanks, man. Sure. Because they're the three primary colors, red, yellow, and blue.
Yeah.
And each of the chakras in between that is just the going between points.
Mm.
Oh damn, the camera's at a really low battery. It's okay, we'll keep rolling.
It's still recording though, right?
Yeah.
Thank God. Alright.
We got like 2 minutes before it shuts off again.
Yeah.
I'll get up there for you.
Do you want to get into psychedelics?
Yeah, whatever you want.
Yeah, because I know you fuck with psychedelics a lot.
Yeah.
What has been your experience with?
We don't do that here.
Yeah, we don't do drugs.
We don't do that.
It's
No.
illegal.
We don't do that. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, like what's been like your experience with psychedelics?
Fucking insane. Like
Yeah.
awesome. The first time I took shrooms was in college, and that really opened my eyes to a lot of stuff. Influenced a lot of the things I started to think about and look into, because once you do it, you can really see like the life and everything.
I felt that, yeah.
Yeah, it's wild. And
It's kind of just like shooting you into like another realm,
Yeah.
like just like instantly, and you're just like, what the fuck?
yeah, and I'm not advocating drugs, but weed and shrooms are
Yeah,
okay.
that's sick.
They are all right.
Yeah, natural.
You think that's like opened you up more to like the like spirituality you're into?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I was already into it before then, but that like fucking
I always
kick-started me.
yeah.
You know?
I always hear like psychologists say it like permanently increases your openness. Like on a personality test, there's like different traits, and openness is like one trait.
Mhm.
And like by like statistics, like if you do like one dose of mushrooms, your openness, like personality factor, is like increased like for the rest of your life.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think for me, like it definitely made me more open-minded to that shit.
Hey, well, not for nothing, but like, cause I get it. Like, I could definitely understand why someone would want to do mushrooms and acid and any sort of psychedelic. But I have like no real vested interest in it, because I read about how like Buddhist monks were given acid, and they basically like they just said, oh yeah, this is just what really deep meditation is.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was thinking about that, and I figured like, Well, of course, like you can take some.
Why does dude?
If you could, yeah, it is pretty annoying. Haha. Well, if you could reach that, what I was saying is, if you could reach that like on your own without having to take any sort of like psychoactive substances, ultimately, I think you probably like learn a lot more through the journey of getting there than you would from what you reach doing the drugs. So like,
For facts.
yeah, and the thing about it is like my friends talk about it, and of course I think like, wow, that'd be really cool, like fucking yeah, but in a lot of ways I think like when I'm supposed to be realizing that stuff, like I'll already be able to see it, and like for me, I know just like meditating and maintaining like good physical fitness has allowed me to like look within and recognize like I'll go on hikes. And after I'm walking for a while, because there's walking meditation too. Mm-hmm. After I'm walking for a while, I'll stop and I'll look around me, and I can see like the life coming out of the trees and coming out of the plants all around me. And this is like stone sober, just on the side of a mountain somewhere. So for me, I like that a lot. But you find that like the visions you have when you're on a psychoactive substance. Do you think that they're like substantive? Like that they mean something? Yeah?
Well, on shrooms, yes. Because I've had some very significant closed eye and open eye visuals, but some of the closed eye visuals I've seen on shrooms have like, I can't even explain it. It's like, it resonated with me so much.
When your eyes are closed.
Yeah, like shit you just see when your eyes are shut.
Stupid ass question.
Acid though, you gotta be careful with that, because it's like shrooms, you're still in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
Acid you're kind of just there for the ride.
Yeah.
In a way.
But getting out.
Yeah.
You prefer like? Do you think the significance of like natural versus synthetic drugs?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, those synthetic ones were made to like, hit harder and.
Because mushrooms are fucking straight up grow on the earth, like naturally.
Yeah, they just grow out the ground.
Like before man even like touched this shit.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of theories that a lot of the evolution process was caused by our ancestors eating mushrooms.
Finding mushrooms,
that cause psychoactive processes. But that's one theory of many.
Animals eat them too.
But yeah, like you were saying about the meditation and stuff, like I know a lot of like spiritual gurus or whatever, Buddhists and all the monks and stuff, they view psychedelics as kind of like cheat codes and cheat things, like.
I almost feel like it's like the only gateway for like modern like Western society, because like you want it now. You want it now. You don't want to meditate and fucking and go through all that. You just want it right now. Which I don't think we have the rituals or like the culture.
Well, what do you think like
instilled in us to like make that like possible?
No, and I agree completely. I think like everyday life doesn't necessarily grant you the ability to sit idly for hours at a time and
life is pretty hectic.
It is. It's fucked up. But like, do you think that there's any negative side effects from like that demand for what would you say, like enlightenment? Because that's why a lot of people use it, is to like see something and understand their world better,
Yeah.
And like in the process of like taking a drug to get there, do you think maybe that something's lost?
Yeah, for sure, because you get caught up in the material aspect of it.
Yeah.
And you're like, I need this thing to achieve this effect. When that's why I like to space it out. Like, I don't like to take them.
Yeah.
A lot in succession.
Bro, I keep hearing of kids who take shrooms like every day.
Yeah, it's not good to take psychedelics.
Yeah.
Back to back to back. It's just not.
Yeah, we have a friend in New Hampshire, Enigma. He's a local rapper in New Hampshire, but he takes mushrooms like twice a day, every day.
It's gotta make you feel good.
Now, if you
that's crazy.
If you
I couldn't do it
microdose,
myself.
if you microdose, it's doable.
Yeah.
Because that helps a lot of people with like people that have cluster headaches and stuff that like, microdosing is okay, but just straight tripping all the time.
No, it's a medicine like any other, and like I know there's a lot of really cutting edge stuff coming out for combating post-traumatic stress.
Right.
It's directly utilizing psilocybin. So
MDMA too.
yeah,
they
and,
do like real therapy.
and in every instance where those substances can be utilized to help somebody who has like a real problem, there's no way to discount its effectiveness, because like you look at people and what are their other options? It's like they're gonna put you on some fucking crazy mood stabilizer, or you can take mushrooms and figure yourself out. It's like there's ways to rationalize it, of course, but I think like back to what you're saying about Western culture, I think in a lot of ways like the culture that we exist in sort of romanticizes the visual effects and the sort of substanceless parts of what that process really is.
Yeah.
Because like at the end of the
Like
day,
the novelty of it and shit.
Yeah,
And
and
I just want to see some wild shit.
yeah, like
Yeah.
man, every kid I know who started doing acid.
I think that's why acid's like a party drug.
Yeah, and I'll be
Yeah.
honest, like, before I took it, that's what I was like. I was, I want to trip and see some wild shit. But then I took it and I was like, this is like a fucking religious experience. Like, this is something to be, this is sacred.
So I think I don't know if you remember Lil Peep saying he basically replaced weed with mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Like he just started doing shrooms every day. So that was
That's fucked up, man. That's
the
like
Montreal interview.
yeah.
Supposedly if you sit in a pitch black room for 7 days straight, and I don't know if you have to meditate the whole time, but you have to be in complete darkness for 7 days. Your brain,
No windows and shit.
no windows,
Yeah.
no light at all. Your brain will naturally release the what is it? The melatonin turns into super melatonin.
Mm-hmm. My sister's like 2 years younger than me. We're like super tight.
Yeah, we used to hate each other. Like
Really?
when we were younger, like God, argue all the fucking time.
That's funny. What's the age difference?
But after like no, we're like 5 years apart.
Okay.
5 or 6.
Seven, can you see me on the couch?
That makes sense.
Can you see me on the couch here? We're rolling right now, by the way.
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what are we talking about?
You're talking about psychedelics.
Psychedelics. Oh yeah, hey, we're back, everybody! Sorry about the quick little drop off there. You're talking about psychedelics. I think you were talking. What were you talking about?
It was a while ago.
Yeah, we were talking about how it's like a religious experience, and it just opens your eyes to higher realities. And,
We're talking about like Western society and how it's like the gateway to like spirituality for a lot of people. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing every once in a while to kind of expand your mind and, get your mind moving in places where it previously wouldn't have been. But it's definitely not a good thing to overdo, because you can get caught in that sort of like I want to say not reality, because it is reality, but like
I get what you're saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can kind of get mentally lost
Yeah.
in a way.
Well, do you think like that the actual intent behind your utilization of any substance like that is as important as using it?
The intent behind using it.
Yeah, like okay, like if you're like troubled and fucked up and you're like, okay, I'm gonna take like acid to try to figure myself out or figure out like what's wrong with me or something,
Mhm.
You think that like because I look at that and that's like self-medication, which is like, I mean everybody does it to some level, but when you're working with substances that are as mind-altering as acid, it ultimately like I think sort of promotes one specific kind of growth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas like, outside of that you might like if you didn't do it, practice meditation, you might be able to like reach the conclusions that you would have reached through your trip without because ultimately like the biggest thing is if like like any other drug, it like supercharges the synapses in your brain.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get to like a point where that's regular enough, it ultimately dulls the synapse ability when you're not on the substance, right?
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. It's and plus like my family's got a history like bipolar and schizophrenia and shit. And apparently like if you have any latent underlying sort of predispositions to those sorts of things, that stuff can like bring it out.
Oh, for sure.
Which for me scares the shit out of me, man. Because I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, no, it actually happens.
Yeah,
It's real.
it's definitely not for everybody
Yeah.
because that stuff can come to the forefront, and if you're not in a good headspace, it's not a good idea to take it because it can make it worse and cause like a bad trip or whatever. But
well, see, for me, like I think, like I don't know. So like sleeping down here, like I'll on like a Friday night, I'll drink like a whole bottle of whiskey and smoke a bunch, and then I'm laying in bed, and I'll just like I'll like be drifting off to sleep, and then I'll
Just banging my baby.
I'll be drifting off to sleep, and then I'll wake up and my eyes will be drawn to, it's the same points over and over again in this room in particular, but like when I'm in that like inebriated state, I start to like see more, I think. Like the first night I was sleeping there when I set this up, all of a sudden I saw a man sitting there on that record table, just like sitting back. And before, I always sort of sensed there was something like in the middle of the room, but to see that it was like sitting there was different. And I think in that tool room over there, like the first couple nights I was here, I heard this like really weird dark presence calling out to me from there. And I walked in, no lights or anything, because the only light you got is that string one that you got to pull down. So I'm like walking in, and I get maybe 2 or 3 steps into the room, and it's just like
you feel the pressure.
Ice cold out of nowhere,
Yeah.
out of nowhere. And so I was thinking, like, fuck this. And I remember just going like, Lord God, Jesus Christ in heaven, protect me, fucking, and getting the fuck out of there, So in that moment, I think I felt like this like protective energy sort of cover me.
Yeah.
And I didn't really feel like I was in fear of whatever that was. And like I used to have in my attic in my house in Pennsylvania, this like recurring thing where I'd wake up at the same time every night for the first. It's always like when I first get somewhere, I'll get like in touch with it, or when I move stuff, I'll figure it out differently. But I remember I set up my furniture, and at the same time at like 3:15, 13 something in the morning, every morning I would wake up just staring right into this one spot in my room. And like back then I always just was like, this is fucking weird, who cares? But like the more I've tried to open my mind to it, like the more I think I've learned and grown. So like with this, I look at it, it's like you ever see a dead body?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Whoa. I have not.
really?
No, never.
Like not even at a wake in a
No,
casket
never,
or something?
never.
Never? Well, I think like when you look at like a dead anything, you can tell it's dead. But when you look at a dead person, I think that like that like innate sense, you just like know. You're like, they're dead. And like they could, like, I've been to wakes and all that where they're laying in the casket. They look like normal, but you just know.
Yeah, it's like an empty vessel.
Yeah. And so I think that there's like, obviously a real disconnection between like the spiritual, between your spirit and the physical form you inhabit. And so like when I see what I think is ultimately just like spirits wandering on this plane right here, I don't look at it as like a negative thing at all. Because like if they're here and observing in the same way that we are, then like their perceptions are probably rooted in the same human understandings, if they are even human spirits. But then again, that's like such a limited assumption for me to make that they're all humans, So I don't know. You have any experiences with like ghosts?
Yeah, I have a few. Pretty sure there's a couple in my house that I live in. I don't think any of them are malicious in any way, but it's definitely some sort of like residual energy of some kind. I've been upstairs by myself, and I have an acoustic guitar in the corner, and like it's played a note before just by itself.
Whoa.
While I was sitting up there, and I was just like, all right, cool,
Dude.
ghosts and shit don't scare me because like I just know that it's just there, and like it can't do anything to you unless you give it power to.
Yeah.
Basically, and a lot of them don't even want to do anything to you. They're just existing.
Flicker the lights.
Yeah, I've heard.
Dude, I think a ghost. I was taking a shit here
Yeah.
upstairs, and fucking, just the drawer just like suddenly just swung open, like without me even touching anything. And I was like, what the fuck? Like that makes no sense.
No, I think the old lady who lived in here before I moved in, she died in here, and I think like
Really?
some yeah, I think some part of her is still lingering because the first night I was in the house, I was taking a leak in the toilet in the small one, you know, the half bath. Yeah, and I remember I was looking down at the floor and I was looking up at the ceiling, like where the lights were, and down at the floor where the trim was, and like just as I was starting to think to myself, oh wow, like I bet you like an old person, because I knew an old lady lived here before. I thought, you know, I bet you an old person, like they wouldn't have been able to like bend down so low to clean up or like lift up so high to clean up. And then I heard this old woman's voice, like clear as day, say, I love this place, but it just got away from me. And then I looked into it later, and she died in the house.
Yeah.
And I had no idea prior to that, but you know, it was like,
That's wild.
no, it was crazy, you know, and you gotta recognize like in spite of the temporary nature of all the things we surround ourselves with, ultimately like permanence exists within the soul.
Mm-hmm.
And so like, you know, it's funny because people or like your soul can get attached to things, I think, right?
Facts. Yeah.
Yeah. And so like even if you transcend in some level, like a piece of you could still stay in a place where something meant a lot to you. It's like a beacon, you know?
Yeah. It's there's residual energy everywhere. Like if you have a strong emotional attachment to an item, or to a place, or to, you know, anything, when you pass on, a piece of you can definitely stay with that. And if the emotion is strong enough, it can affect shit in the physical.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of these apparitions come in. And, you know, a lot of them are, I think, intelligent and can move around and do things on their own. But a lot of them are just caught in this sort of repeating process where they kind of do the same thing over and over again, like a loop. They're caught in like a loop.
What do you think that'd be like when you like after you die, you're just like you like wake up and you're a ghost. You're just walking around, nobody can see you. Woo!
If I was a ghost, I would definitely try to like fuck with people that were alive, like just like fucking
Kick
like,
over.
yeah. But I think some of them don't mean to do that. They're just doing it because for whatever reason.
Yeah.
They haven't. They're just emotionally attached to things.
No, I've gotten. I like hear little quips like that a lot, and when I look into them more, there's always like some legitimate foundation for it. But like the freakiest one I think I ever had was like, there was this girl I dated, and it was like right after we hooked up for the first time, she started like crying, which is always a good sign, you know. But she started telling me about a relative she had who committed suicide, and like when she started crying, I heard this voice say like, be patient with her, just like out of nowhere, you know. And of course I'm not thinking like, oh, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here, you know. I mean, she's cool, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then she played me a voicemail that the relative left her, and it was the same voice, like to a T.
Oh, wow.
And that freaked me out, man, worse than anything. I was like, holy shit, like, oh, cool. so like, and then like, I don't know, man, it's weird to think about that stuff, you know, like, cause to some level, like, you know, if I'm thinking that and it's real to me, like somebody else could think, oh, you're full of shit, whatever, but it's not going to change the reality of my experience.
Yeah, and I think it's important to like, for me anyway, if I sense there's like a spirit around me, I want to be, you know, I want to be friendly with it.
Of course.
I want to let it know that like, you know, I'm not going to bother you if you're just here chilling, you know, just do you. I'm gonna do me.
I read on
Ain't no problem.
Yeah, I read on a forum that if like there's a ghost that's fucking with you, you should just like jerk off in front of it. It's like, I remember I did that one time and I didn't have any problem with it after, but
That's funny.
it's funny.
But if it's demonic, you could
It's just horrifying.
you could feed it.
You can feed it
Yeah,
by
because
self-pleasuring.
yeah, by like demonic entities they're a lot more. I feel like they're a lot more rare. Maybe not. I don't know, but they operate kind of differently. They feed off of your own negative emotions, whether it's lust or like greed or jealousy. And the more or fear, and the more you feel like that, the more they can manifest themselves
And when you fear, yeah.
and everything. So like, yeah. But it's important to remember that like anything demonic or ghost wise or something like really has no power over you if your will is strong enough. Yeah. If you can control your will and not like you just don't, you have to like not allow it to fuck with you, set your boundaries and everything, and it won't.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
it's when you start getting scared of it and like that's when it can get stronger.
feeds off of that
So-
fear.
And a funny thing about the Lord's Prayer, they say the Lord's Prayer in exorcisms and stuff like that. The Lord's Prayer actually is an ancient Egyptian banishing spell.
Whoa.
Really?
Swear to God, like not the words,
Like,
not the
same
exact
concept.
words, but the phonetics of it, the notes that the words hit. and
Oh
the-
yeah.
yeah.
Which one is the Lord's Prayer? Is Our Father?
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Da da da.
That's like phonetically identical to a.
Phonetically identical to an Egyptian banishing spell.
Whoa.
And if you translate the original Egyptian thing, it comes out basically the same thing if you translate it to English.
Wow.
And yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in the Egyptian Book of the Dead. I think it's written in there. It's written in some Egyptian book, but yeah, that's why that works. The ancient Christians or whatever kind of adopted that as a way to get rid of demons. And things like that. But
So you got anything to say to the people?
shit. Just do you and fuck what anyone says.
Hey, cheers to that.
Yeah. But I don't even know. Stay based.
Stay based.
Yeah. Think for yourself.
Evan, you got anything for us?
What for a message
Yeah.
to the youth
To the youth.
out there? Smoke crack.
Smoke crack.
Smoke crack.
Push boundaries.
Yeah,
Push.
take advantage of everyone around you. Never take responsibility for your actions.
Never ever.
Live in your parents' house till you're 30.
That's a good plan. So we want to do an outro?
Yeah, before the camera dies, yeah.
So let's do it right now.
Okay.
How? What's the outro?
Just whatever you want to do, man.
Oh shit! Hey, you want to tag the wall?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Fuck yeah.
We're gonna keep doing that?
Fuck
It's
yeah!
it's a ritual.
Okay. Let's see here.
Hey Evan, man, you got any funny jokes?
Alright, I'm gonna do two symbols side by side.
Yeah, all right. Evan, you got any funny jokes, dude?
In terms of what?
Well, I mean, he's doing his thing up here, you know.
Alright, you're good.
Yeah.
Funny jokes?
Yeah, you got any funny jokes?
Yeah, some fucking guy like woke up, his alarm, his like alarm clock was going off. So he punched his alarm clock off, and he threw it out the window.
Yeah.
And then time flies.
That's pretty funny.
I don't know. It's like,
No, I like that. I like that. That's cool. What does that mean?
Well, that's the Death Wish logo. That's just my favorite skate brand.
Fuck yeah.
And then that's a Ankh, which is an Egyptian symbol for life and mysticism and cycle of life, like male and female. Like the male is this part, the female is this part, and like the union.
That's really cool.
Like, yeah.
That's what we need up here. Life energy.
The dual aspect of
Duality.
God. Like God is male and female.
I talked to these people in DC, these non-denominational preachers who were talking about that. How there's God the Father and God the Mother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty cool. They also said that if you take communion on any time outside of Passover, that it's sacrilege, because the Bible says, like, don't listen to the law of man or something, and that the decree to take communion every Sunday was from a Roman emperor and not from the Bible.
Shit.
Yeah. So you learn a lot talking to street people. I like that now. I got my hair out now. And like homeless people look me in the eye. And it's just like a different feeling. It's like, wow. And I like this shit. Man. That's
Thank
cool.
you. Yeah.
what's the one on the left?
That's the Death Wish logo.
Death
Whoa,
Wish?
look
Yeah.
at what's
Is that a
happening in
band?
the Ankh, man. Look at like the way that it's
Is that a band? Death Wish?
Wow.
That is wild. How it's like.
That's super cool. Definitely. All right, hey, well, this has been a really, really awesome interview here at the Doghouse. We've been barking up a storm.
Oh yeah. This is a good one.
And we're here with DragonDaDon.
Episode 2.
Hey, what can we find you on?
I'm on SoundCloud and I'm on YouTube. I don't have all my shit on YouTube, but I'm on there.
We'll link it. We'll link it.
We'll link
Yeah.
it in the fucking in the video.
Do you fuck with social media?
Oh yeah. I got Twitter, I think it's at DragonDaDon.
Okay.
On Twitter.
Yeah.
Of course, Instagram, Snapchat.
Alright.
Yeah.
We'll plug it all in the description.
Word.
It'll be sick.
Word.
Well,
Yeah, go listen to fucking Richter
go listen
on
to
SoundCloud right now.
Go listen to Double Cup
It's
Iron
fire.
on
Yeah.
SoundCloud.
Stream my shit.
Yeah.
If you want to. It's
He's
fine.
coming up.
You got
So,
any last words here? Let's give here. You want to do a little custom outro? Say some shit. Speak some truth. I'm gonna zoom in on you.
Awkwardly cut off. when
I'm gonna
Terry
zoom in
does.
on you. Let's see some reality here. What do we got?
Zoom in.
What do we got?
Fucking just
Spit a bar.
spit a bar.
Let's hear it.
Live your truth. You don't need no proof. Do you? Fuck the rules.
Oh, let's fucking go! It's been a really lovely time here at the Doghouse. All right, Evan and Caleb, and good night.